Hello, I'm a hotel AI expert, and I've spent my career immersed in modern hospitality operations. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to this part of your online learning journey. Now, if you've ever stayed in a really great hotel, you know the whole experience just feels effortless. But behind the scenes, it's this incredibly complex 24/7 machine. Today, we're going to look at the art of hotel operations and really focus on the one thing that makes it all work: interdepartmental communication.
So how do we create that seamless experience? We're going to break it all down into 5 key areas. First, we'll start with the big picture idea of harmony and hospitality. Then we'll zoom right in on a really critical role, the night auditor, and see how they act as a communication bridge. From there, we'll look at their direct impact on daily operations, on finance, on safety, before we tie it all together with what is for sure the most important ingredient of all: teamwork.
All right, let's start with this core idea. I want you to think of a great hotel not as just a building with different departments, but more like a finely tuned orchestra. You've got every section: front desk, housekeeping, restaurants, and they all have to play in perfect time. When they do, the result is this beautiful, harmonious experience for the guest. But when they don't, well, you just get noise and chaos. And what I love about this is just how simple and powerful it is. This isn't just some nice-to-have idea. It's the absolute bedrock of a successful hotel. I mean, think about it. A breakdown in communication isn't just some internal problem. It leads directly to service delays, mistakes, and ultimately unhappy guests. So harmony isn't just the goal, it has to be the standard. So how does a hotel keep this harmony going 24/7? Especially during that crucial handover from a busy day to the quiet of the night? Well, that's where a critical and often unsung hero of the hotel comes in: the night auditor. They are the central hub where everything that happened during the day gets processed, checked, and prepared for a fresh start in the morning. This definition really nails their function perfectly. The night auditor is a human communication bridge. They're not just staring at spreadsheets, they are actively connecting every single key department. They're making sure the information from the front desk matches the reality in housekeeping and that it lines up with the transactions in the restaurant. They are the ones who guarantee that everyone, and I mean everyone, starts the next day on the exact same page. Okay, so let's see what this actually looks like in practice. We're going to focus on 2 of the biggest departments that have a direct daily impact on the guest: housekeeping and the hotel's restaurants and bars, which we call food and beverage. So imagine this. You're checking into a hotel late at night. The system, the hotel's property management system, or PMS, says your room is clean and ready. But when you get up there and open the door, someone else's luggage is sitting there. It's a huge service failure, right? Well, the night auditor's job is to prevent exactly that from happening by painstakingly checking the status of every single room and hunting down any mismatch to prevent lost revenue and, even more importantly, a terrible guest experience. And this isn't just guesswork. This investigation is a real methodical process. The auditor starts by finding the conflict in the main system. Then they're on the phone, talking directly to the housekeeping supervisor. They'll review activity logs from both departments and can even check the room's keycard history to see the last time someone entered. It's literally like detective work, and it takes real precision to get to the truth.
Now, the same level of detail applies to the hotel's restaurants and bars. Every single coffee, every dinner bill, it all has to move perfectly from the restaurant's cash register, its point of sale or POS system, over to the main hotel system. If there's a mismatch, it's not just a typo. It is often, quite literally, money left on the table, and the auditor's job is to find it.
And they do this by running a really rigorous checklist. They'll review the reports from each restaurant, compare those numbers against the main hotel data, look for any transactions that might have failed to transfer over, and flag anything that looks suspicious, like, an unusually high number of canceled checks. This isn't just about bookkeeping. It's about actively protecting the hotel's revenue. But the auditor's work isn't just about the day-to-day operations. It extends deep into the back of the house, and it forms the foundation for 2 other absolutely crucial areas: the hotel's overall financial health, and of course, the safety of everyone on the property. Just think about it for a second. The accounting department relies entirely on the daily reports from the night audit to close their books each month, to prepare financial statements, and to analyze performance. If the auditor's work isn't 100% accurate, the strategic decisions being made by leadership about everything from staffing to room rates, well, they're going to be based on bad data. It's that simple. And that's why clear documentation is just non-negotiable. It's not enough to just fix a mistake. The auditor has to leave a clear trail. with daily revenue summaries, detailed notes on anything that seemed unusual, and a clear reason for any big adjustments they had to make. That kind of transparency is what keeps everyone accountable.
And during those late-night hours, when most of the managers have gone home for the day, the night auditor effectively becomes the manager on duty. They are the central command post. And that's why their relationship with the security team is so incredibly vital. Together, they are the first responders for everything from a simple noise complaint to a serious medical emergency, working to keep the hotel and its guests safe.
So this brings us to our final and maybe our most important point. So far, we've talked a lot about how auditors react to problems that have already happened. But what separates a good hotel from a truly great one is being proactive, using all that data not just to fix today's mistakes, but to stop them from ever happening again.
Here's a perfect example. Let's say an auditor notices that the same restaurant keeps making the same posting error night after night. Now, the reactive approach is to just keep correcting it, right? But the proactive auditor flags this pattern to the manager, and that manager can then schedule some retraining for the restaurant staff. See the difference? That solves the problem at its source. That's the leap from just doing a job to thinking strategically.
This chart really ties it all together beautifully. It shows the flow of information, but more importantly, it shows why it all matters. Housekeeping shares room status to stop revenue loss. The restaurants share their posting data to protect financial integrity. Every single department relies on the others. If you break any one of these links, the whole chain starts to weaken.
And this is the ultimate takeaway. The software, the systems, the checklists, they're all just tools. The real engine of a great hotel is its people. It's building a culture where teamwork isn't just a poster on the wall, where information is shared openly and honestly, and where there's genuine respect between every single department from the top down. So as you move forward in your careers, I want to leave you with this question to think about, because great communication isn't something that just magically starts when you get a manager's title. It's a habit. It's a skill you build every single day. So what is the one habit you can start building right now to make sure that wherever you work, the team is in harmony and the guest experience is truly flawless? That's the question to carry with you.